and I can't wait to roll into 2026. And if Tyson Fury is as serious as he thinks he is, and he wants to put down his Twitter fingers and put on some gloves and come and fight one of the realest fighters out there that will take on any challenge, step in the ring with me next if you're a real bad boy. Don't do all that talking, AJ this, AJ that. Let's see you in the ring and talk with your fists.
He's saying he needs
give the dusser 8 weeks. 24 hours to sign a contract. Let's see if he's a man.
AJ right here.
Greedy belly.
Let's make the biggest fight in British boxing history happen. The real biggest fight. You know how it is. Between the Gypsy King and AJ Anthony Joshua.
After Anthony Joshua's victory, the spotlight quickly shifted when he publicly called out Tyson Fury, lacing the challenge with subtle jabs. Fury fired back with confidence, insisting everything was open and transparent, and boldly put the pressure on Joshua to sign the contract immediately and prove he has the nerve to follow through.
Give them full transparency. I've got nothing to hide. I'm not trying to rob anybody. I've never robbed anybody of a penny in my life. So now you've got full transparency. Everything's clean and fair. Now, Joshua, the ball is really in your court, son. Everybody is done. If you're a man, and if you've got any sort of dignity and pride about you, you'll get this contract signed today. This is it. There is no more days, weeks.
Joshua's response to Fury was calm, deliberate, and strategic. He made it clear he wasn't intimidated by Fury's bravado, stressing the importance of proper contracts and professional handling. With understated shade, Joshua suggested Fury might be rushing or underestimating him, sending a clear message that mind games won't work this time.
If you know the history of boxing, make sure you get your legal terms right. That's why you got good management and good lawyers. So of course I'm going to sign a contract. That's just with some lawyers at them.
Tyson Fury escalated the tension with trademark bravado, calling out Joshua directly and framing the bout as the fight fans demand. He dismissed excuses, made it personal, and challenged Joshua to act, using public pressure to assert dominance. The psychological battle is already heating up, electrifying the rivalry before the first bell.
For fans, you want the biggest fights possible. And the biggest fight out there now is me and Joshua. So, let's make it happen. Stop running away, stop making excuses. Put your nuts in your handbag.
Eddie Hearn confirmed the long-term plan is firmly in place. Anthony Joshua is targeting 2026 with Tyson Fury as the ultimate goal. This is not speculation but a calculated roadmap to reclaim heavyweight supremacy. Hearn emphasized that this pursuit is about legacy, not hype, and that the chess pieces are already moving.
He's going to go in there and he's going to do a job on it. We don't play around in boxing. It's not the sport to play around and start doing rounds. No, we're going to go out there.
News that both Fury and Joshua will take separate fights before facing each other adds another layer of intrigue. It introduces strategy, timing, and suspense into the build-up. Joshua remains focused on preparation and legacy, while Fury fuels anticipation, ensuring the eventual clash becomes a test of readiness as much as skill.
Fury versus Anthony Joshua. Here's the kicker. Both of them are going to be in separate fights before they fight each other. Riasi.
Tony Bellew weighed in on Fury's condition and return schedule, stressing that Fury remains a serious threat. With Joshua fighting in February and Fury in April, the path is being set toward a September mega fight. This timing allows both men to peak physically and mentally, intensifying anticipation across the boxing world.
Tyson Fury is a specimen. I can't wait to see him back. I think I believe he's going to be back in April.
Yeah. Is he back, is he?
He's coming back in April, so I believe so.
Yeah.
So
he looks in shape as well. He doesn't look like a big fat fuck, does he? Because sometimes he
shape.
goes massive, doesn't he, between, and he looks like he's still in shape.
Turkey Al Sheikh said that, expect a big surprise. We're going to see Fury in April in Manchester, Joshua in Saudi in February, and then the two of them come together in September. So that's what Turkey Al Sheikh said.
Yeah. Fury's comments revealed classic psychological warfare. By claiming Joshua's style suits him and downplaying past knockouts, Fury positions himself as the superior tactician. It's a subtle attempt to control the narrative and apply pressure, framing the fight as a mental chess match as much as a physical battle.
Missive of him. Styles make fights, and my style for him is kryptonite. I've always said AJ's built to measure for me, and just because he knocked out that guy with a right hand, It's not the same. Boxing's different, you know. Styles make fights. We've seen he couldn't land any of those right hands on Usyk. A way smaller man, a lighter man. Boxing is a very difficult game. It's changing all the time. Styles make fights.
Duke McKenzie highlighted the sheer scale of the matchup, noting that Fury and Joshua remain the biggest names in heavyweight boxing. Their drawing power and global appeal are undeniable. Beyond criticism or debate, this fight represents prestige, legacy, and spectacle, with enormous stakes attached to both men.
It's still a fight that interests you?
It's a fight that interests everybody, isn't it? Because it's still a massive fight. They are still the two biggest names in world boxing. I don't care what anybody says. Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua are still the two biggest names in world heavyweight boxing.
Liam Goff pointed to the careful scheduling of interim fights as proof of meticulous planning. Promoters want both fighters tested, yet perfectly timed for the main event. Joshua's camp is showing patience and strategy, while Fury stays sharp in the public eye, reinforcing that this is a long-form heavyweight saga.
We're hearing AJ could be out that month. Again, if Fury and Joshua are going to be in separate fights, if it is going to be part of Riyadh season, I think at this point now, Turki Al-Sheikh would probably have learned his lesson. I would imagine he would probably have learned his lesson about having a mega fight in the pipeline, but having both guys in fights that are deemed competitive, and they are competitive in some cases.
Spencer Oliver expressed confidence that Joshua versus Fury is inevitable. Joshua's post-fight call-out confirmed his intent, showing he wants this clash as much as Fury does. This isn't about posturing alone. It's about two champions who know this fight will define their place in heavyweight history.
The AJ fight's always going to happen anyway. The AJ fight's always going to happen. This is why I believe that is a fight that...
Paul Smith offered a measured perspective, noting Fury's age and accumulated wear, while emphasizing that Joshua is the ideal opponent to test him. This bout represents legacy for both men, potentially serving as a defining chapter in their careers. The balance and intrigue make it impossible to ignore.
And I've noticed the signs with Fury in previous fights that age is creeping in, and it's not the sport to outstay your welcome, which I always say. But if you're going to come back and have a mega fight, make sure it's someone who's in a similar boat here, like AJ is now. Again, no disrespect to AJ whatsoever. It's a fight I will still want to see.
Tony Bellew also highlighted the delicate timing surrounding Joshua's recovery and Fury's urgency. Coming off a demanding camp, Joshua may not be fully reset, yet the opportunity is enormous. Bellew framed the moment as a test of ambition, revealing the tension between preparation and seizing destiny.
It's one that, right now, I mean, he's just coming off a hard camp, a hard fight, and does he need it right now, immediately, when Tyson Fury says so? Probably not, but can he afford to knock back the opportunity? Probably not as well, so it's tough, really. I'm not so sure it actually does happen, and I'm not so sure it's someone, once again, who cried wolf.
Johnny Nelson examined the matchup's technical depth, acknowledging Fury's offense and power but leaning toward Joshua's ring IQ and fundamentals. This isn't just a slugfest. It's a strategic battle where adaptability, composure, and experience will be tested across every round.
I think Tyson Fury, you put him and Anthony Joshua together, and I'd been asked before, who wins between us both? I said Anthony. Tyson offended or whatever, and then vice versa. Why would he give a shit what I think? You know, so what he thinks and what he believes. You know, coming through my career, so many people said you ain't going to do shit. I don't hate on him. I just think, all right, my success says it all. And so when you walk away from this game, you understand everybody has an opinion. You know?
Eddie Hearn stressed Tyson Fury's unpredictability, reminding fans that no one can fully anticipate his moves. Joshua's team is preparing with precision while respecting Fury's tactical chaos. The commentary underscores that patience, planning, and mental sharpness may be decisive in this showdown.
You can't ever guess what Tyson Fury's thinking or what his plan is, you know, and it's really, you just got no, like, you can't choose confidently what he's going to do. Maybe he's had enough, maybe he's got the ump, maybe it's a game. You just got to worry about yourself, and you know, for us, AJ's probably a couple of weeks away from going back into camp. Then, you know, in a couple of weeks, maybe we'll reach out to Frank and Spencer and say, that we're going to make our next move, do you want to speak to Tyson and make sure it's 100% a non-starter?
Duke McKenzie broke down the stylistic contrast at the heart of the fight. Joshua's explosive power versus Fury's tactical intelligence creates uncertainty and drama. One decisive moment could shift everything, framing this bout as a test of timing, decision-making, and who imposes their plan first.
AJ, if nothing else, AJ's got a lot of power still. His punch resistance may be shot to pieces, but you know, Fury's not too far behind him, I don't think. They're both ready to go. So it's a question of who lands first, and Fury's always been quite smart, quite clever in terms of his boxing sort of prowess and ability. So you would expect Fury to maybe nick it.
Johnny Nelson highlighted Joshua's technical advantages, pointing to his precision and fundamentals as potential difference makers. Fury's size and unpredictability add danger, but Nelson reminded fans that boxing rewards craft and accuracy. Execution, not reputation, will decide this battle.
To me, it's so close and it's so subjective. And that's what I said. I think in regards to saying, I'm technically better, I don't think Spencer meant that Anthony Joshua is technically a better boxer than Tyson Fury, because
Carl Frock offered a purist's take, acknowledging Joshua's setbacks while emphasizing his resilience. He framed the fight as more than hype, calling it a genuine test of skill and mentality. Joshua's experience in adversity makes him a dangerous opponent, reinforcing the stakes of this clash.
If he fights Anthony Joshua, that would be the one that people want to see. That was probably still Phil Wembley, but as a boxing purist, as a lover of the sport, am I that bothered if Tyson Fury never steps in the ring with Anthony Joshua? I'll be honest, no. AJ's been...
The build-up to Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury has reached fever pitch. Every statement adds fuel to a rivalry defined by confidence, strategy, and raw power. Joshua has made his intent clear, while Fury dares him to step forward. Fans are watching a heavyweight saga unfold where legacy hangs in the balance, and the mental battle is already raging long before fight night.